Okay, so our next form of what is called potential support and resistance levels is going to be learning the subject of tick charts. Okay, and the tick charts, I just created this what is called spreadsheet. It's just a makeshift spreadsheet to give you an idea. You can do this by hand pencil. I usually do it by pencil. It's a lot quicker, easier, things I can erase when I make a mistake. I usually print out one of these spreadsheets right here. However, I do plan on getting a more advanced person to that's more familiar with Excel to be able to create me a spreadsheet that automatically will, change the colors and code this a lot simpler. So I don't have to worry about. I can just enter the name of the market and it automatically have its numbers and everything. So what you have right here is the open, high, low, and close. And if you come right here, you can see we're going to take each and every one of these candles and we're going to calculate its open, high, low, and close. So this line, which will come in handy, you can see when I put it right here, and you look right here, these numbers are constantly changing. Every time you click on a candle, that's the O as in open, H is in high, L is in low, and C is in close. It changes. So that's what we look at. So when I go over to this candle and you look over at that top, you see what is called 2290.71 on the opening. You see, and I what is called round it off. I take that 71 and round it off. That would be 2291. The H is in high would be 2300 because it's a 73. I would round it off to 2301. The low would be 2290, 2192 as it rounds off, and the C as in close would be 2237 because that's 0.40. It's not above 5. I'm not going to round it off. So I take that first number, which is the open at 22, and bring it over to 2291. I come to my spreadsheet right here, right, and I go to the 2100 area. Remember, all these are all the way down to 100 to take it over to 3. So I will come over here and stroll down till I see there it is. It's already there, right? Somewhere about right here, right? That's the box I'm going to work with, and I'm going to put what is called, since I'm dealing with, I'm just going to put a 1 for now, right? And I usually change that number when there's another, when it hits again, right? And I usually, like I said, when it's on pencil, you can write everything down when you have this spreadsheet printed out. It's a lot quicker instead. But for right now, I'm going to see if I can shrink this box and stay where we are. So we were right here, right? And the second high was 2371. 2371, right? 2371. So what we would do is come back over here and look for 23, right? And that, in order to get to 23, we would have to do it like this. Come back up here, right? We see 23 is in the K and L bracket right here, right? 23, right? And we see the open, high, low, and close right here. So we're in the high, which was 2371. So we would be in M, right? Right here, right? So what I'm going to do is take this all the way, stroll up to 71, right? And I went a little too far, right? Okay, almost right here. So we got 71 right here. We know we're all the way in the M's. And again, can be very difficult to stay on the measured line and all this stuff. See, that's why I like to just have the paper because I can do the ruler. But that's it right there, right? That's the box. Okay, so yeah, we just clicked on, so we know we're there. Enter a 1, bam, 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 it's over with, right? So then we would go to the next letter. Again, taking our candle back over here to this particular candle where we're going to the beginning of, I believe, well, this says, wait a minute, are we in the right spot? We may not be. We need to go a little bit further. I guess we are. Yeah, because it says March of 2020. Originally, we did say we were going to start in December, but however, because this was where the low began, we started in March. Okay, so we're right here. And what is the low? So second computer open, and this is why I tell you you should have two monitors. So one while you're looking at your charts, the other one while you're doing your work. And you could have had an extra monitor open, and when you're trading, you may see a market you may be working on. What's isn't more beautiful than working on a market and then making money at the same time? So you're going to do that as this part of this lesson for this course right here that I'm teaching you guys. You're going to go through each and every one of these candles all the way up to 2020, 2021 of today, right? And what you're going to discover is some of these are going to hit 5, 6, 10 times, 11 times. But for every 5 times the mark hits, you're going to change your color code. You're going to put when it hits, you're going to just change the number. So what you're going to see is there's going to be a high percentage of areas that market's going to hit. Is it possible that it's going to be the high percentage of the 50, the 618, the 23? So these confirming this tick chart is going to confirm these. What did you just learn here? You learn now that your support and resistance are becoming very more stronger and very more confident, where you can start doing the process of elimination. Eliminating what are you asking? Eliminating all these extra ones that you have here, right? We're going to keep them from now, but we're still going to do the process of elimination, and we're going to change the color codes as these go. I like to use red, green, and blue. Red means caution. It's a possible. Yellow means get ready, and green means it's a go. So if we see that a tick chart, let's look in here, and we see one of these numbers are hitting at high volume. Let's say this hits 10 times, this only hits 3 times, and this hits 5 times. So we know this is going to be a green light. This hits 3 times, this is going to be probably still a red, and this hits 5, this is going to be a yellow. So all these areas, you're going to be able to have them already calculated because you're going to see the numbers within them, or you're going to be able to change the numbers to the color codes that they are. Red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. We know if we go down a street light, it's just what a street light means. Stop, caution, and go. Stop, get ready, caution, get ready, and go. And go. Tick chart. Very effective. Very effective, very simple. And it's a time process. But with your right system, the right type of getting, again, once I get the type of um, spreadsheet set out for you guys, I will at that point send it to you so you can copy my spreadsheet, and I will have it very effective where it's just a matter of you having one computer over, clicking, and then you're clicking on the other computer. Click, 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 click. This spreadsheet easily can be done in less than an hour. You know, is it worth an hour to make whatever amount, 50, 60, 20, $30,000? Is it worth an hour? You know, if you have eight of these charts, you're going to wind up taking what, a couple of days to do these things, right? You know, hold back on your trades, your charting, you're doing your technical analysis. So now you're seeing that when you look at a chart, what you're looking at, other people that they don't understand why you have that line there. They don't know the work that you did. Just like when you write a book, who knows all your notes? Who knows all the work that you did trying to do your outline, the thesaurus that you went through to find the right word, huh? The grammar pronunciation, the thought process that went into your work. No one knows the work behind it. This is the work of a technical analysis. This is what I'm teaching you guys. This is trading. This is becoming a professional. Remember what I told you from the start. Amateurs open the market, but professionals close the market. So tick charts, work them, learn them, connect them with your support and resistance, um, do the Fibonacci's, and at this point, on the next lesson, we're going to tie all this together. Huh? We're going to look at our indicators. We're going to look at our tick chart. We're going to look at our swing, retrace, retest. We're going to look at our moving averages. And we're going to tie all this together. And we're going to make some analogy. We're going to let the market tell us where to make our trades, where to put our order entries. right? That's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to talk about next. And as we also talk about that in closing, once we get our knowledge and get our understanding, we're going to move into the area of actually opening up an app that allows you to trade in the forex market. Yes, yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. You guys are getting ready to trade. We're getting ready to take what we just put together and we're going to put an order entry. We're going to make a trade. We're going to make a trade and we're going to talk about it and we're going to look at it and we're going to talk about a particular template form that I have for you guys that every trade you must fill out. Why did you make this trade? Why did you make the decision? Why did you what was your determination? Did you use your risk reward management? We're going to cover that subject. Huh? What all did you use? What was your moving averages? You want to write all this down. This is information on every trade. Every trade. Now, if you're in the hour and the 15 minutes, you don't have time to write all that down. It's just not possible. But if you're in the 8-day charts, you can write everything down as you're trading because you can walk away from your computer now. You don't have to look at anything. You have allowed the market to tell you exactly where you're going to get in the market and where you're going to get out of the market. So that's exactly what you need to learn. That's exactly what we're going to learn in our next lesson.